This is the Stockwell Roche Show, giving you real-time information you need to make educated decisions about buying and selling in the world-renowned Twin Cities. Now your hosts and real estate experts, Jason Stockwell and Josh Roche.
Celebration today. We have been officially on this station and on the air with you folks for a year. So it's our 1-year anniversary. We're very happy. And thanks, Chris, for pointing that out and reminding us. It flies by.
It does.
It's flown by. This year has flown by, and it's been fun, and we've met a lot of great people, and we will look forward to many more years to come. So welcome to the Stockwell Roche Show. I'm Jason Stockwell with RE/MAX Results.
Josh Roche, RE/MAX Advantage Plus.
Today we have with us Jason Light with Envoy Mortgage and
Welcome,
Robin
Jason.
Hartle. How you guys doing?
Good. Great.
Outstanding.
It's another nice day out there.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. We've been very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. But here's what so speaking of that nice day, here's what I want to tell you. Folks, now is the time, if we don't have many days left, call us for free photos,
free
of your
photos.
exterior of your house. You can do whatever you want on the inside. If you're planning on waiting until spring to sell, call us. We'll do it with
come out
our
now.
professional
Right.
photographers. It'll be all ready. So if you go on in January or February or March or April or May and the grass isn't green yet, you will have nice photos with some green grass still, because it's actually very lush out there right now. And then you can do whatever you want on the inside, and then we'll put the current photos with those nice photos. So free, call us 651-400-0773, 651-400-0773. Go to tcrealestatehour.com. Another new announcement on our 1-year anniversary. We have a new website. All revamped, completely good.
Thank goodness.
It no longer looks like a MySpace page, which it kind of looked like
I kind of
before.
put it together.
But you did.
Well,
No,
I
you did a great job.
thank you. I appreciate that.
And I did like MySpace, but that was years ago.
MySpace.
Anyway, Brandon,
Remember-
check it out.
Before new-
tcrealestatehour.com. tcrealestatehour.com. Click on the home evaluation if you have any questions for a free, no cost, no obligation assessment of your home as well. So without further ado, we have a great show, and I have a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about, and this is going to be called the Education Show. Our goal is to make you stronger, safer, smarter. Why is everybody laughing at
Just
that?
don't ask any math
that was-
questions. I'm terrible at math, okay?
Kids are back in
No
school.
math questions.
We're in full riding to school. We're going to educate today, and hopefully maybe I can be educated as well. I'd love that.
You like that?
We're going to be talking about some key things that you consumers hear when you're in real estate, and they just throw it around, and realtors use them all the time and know them. Loan officers do as well. We're going to be talking about dual agency, pocket listings, and exclusive contracts. So very, very good information. We're going to have a lively discussion. I'm anxious to hear Jason, Robin, myself, Josh talk about these things for you,
Awesome.
folks. But first off, market.
Market
How is it
update.
going out there?
You know what? I'm looking at the statistics where we were at last week, last year, where we're at this year, and our inventory is way down. We're down 14.6%.
From this time last year.
From this time last year, which means, last year we had 19,353 homes for sale. We're at 16,529 right now. So we're down 14.6% from where we were at last year.
Yep, still time. So if you want to sell, still time.
Still time. Our pending sales were up 9.9%. So that shows that people are putting offers in still. People are getting offers accepted. I know when I'm out and about, I'm writing contracts, I keep saying this every week, there's multiple offers on almost everything that's out there right now, just because I know there's a lot of buyers that are out there putting on offers on homes, especially on those homes below 200,000. You're seeing all kinds of multiple offers on homes like that.
The other thing that probably has to deal with that is our job situation. United Health Group, if anybody hasn't heard, 1,700 new jobs in the coming, I don't know how long here in the Twin Cities. Phenomenal news for our marketplace.
And then the new listings for this, just the new listings were down 2.7% too. So just shows that we're coming into our winter months. People are starting to get scared to put their house on the market. Winter's coming.
Yeah.
Which
No,
I would
it's
stress.
not. It's not.
I would stress. Don't worry about that as much as a lot of people do. We have a great corporate America here in corporate relocation. We're in the top 5 in the Twin Cities in the country for corporate relocation. So I mean, and who knows? Who knows what our winter's going to be like? We have
Yeah.
no idea.
Oh, it's supposed to be another mild winter, is what they're saying for the farmers.
Another
Almanac.
mild?
So,
That's-
you know.
But it
mild or
alternates every
cold,
other
as long
year.
as there's snow, so people can ski and do stuff.
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
thing is
Ski?
in our.
I would love to see you ski.
I love skiing. I love skiing. I ski all the
Do you
time.
downhill or
awesome.
cross
Asher will be getting lessons, and I actually was helping him out. But I skied at Welch when I grew up a lot. But anyway, we're doing an article in our Edina Living newspaper this month about benefits of selling your home in the fall. So the fall can actually be a great time, especially in the climate we're in right now with the rates and stuff like that. So, folks, it's not a good time. So go to tcrealestatehour.com, get a free assessment, or reach out to us if you have questions. Jason Light, Envoy Mortgage. A lot happening in the mortgage world with this whole TRID or triad.
There is,
or-
yep.
I still have to get the
Triad.
pronunciation right. But what's going on?
Well, it's Groundhog's Day as far as interest rates go. They just haven't moved. Same old song and dance.
Well, that's good, though. That's good news.
It is. Consumer spending, jobs, salary increases are all keeping it stable, but then you have the whole international economic concerns, which
Yep.
are holding it speculatively. So, but yes, TRID, that's a big thing. So one thing that did take place, and it's just happened, they're already starting to see a big spread, like one of the largest in interest rates amongst lenders, where normally it was pretty, continuity as far as if everybody was at 4%, everybody was kind of within that
Like
jurisdiction.
gas stations.
Right.
They're all the same except for a couple of cities are a little higher. But yeah.
And the biggest reason for that is because TRID is adding a minimum of 2 to 3 days to a transaction. In most cases, you're looking at 7 to 15 days. Just because of, although the disclosure is simple, the process and the timing of when disclosures are required is adding timelines. to everything.
So the timeline
Yeah.
being added causes the rates to be different amongst lenders.
Well, you got rate locks. You got a 30-day. You remember we used to have a 30-day rate lock. We're at the point now where with this TRID thing, we're probably looking at transactions taking 45 days nowadays.
So they'll
Correct?
do a 60-day rate lock? But
Well,
isn't everybody's 60-day rate the same? I'm kind of confused, Jason, on why there'd be a larger spread or differential in companies' rates versus before TRID.
Yeah, that's a great question. So what I mean by that is some lenders are 100% confident and feeling capable of executing a TRID transaction under normal timeframes.
Oh, got it.
Others are just kind of taking in that, we don't know what's going to happen. What's,
So we're going to cushion it a little bit.
So the biggest cost
They're underwriting
to an
scared.
interest rate, and this goes to everybody listening, it's not the bank per se, because everything is, for the most part, government regulated. It's the biggest cost is, will you close in 30 days or 45 or 60? That has more impact than bank to bank to bank to bank.
Right. That's
so how's
affecting the rate
Envoy?
locks.
How's
correct?
Envoy handling this?
Well, Envoy is handling this. We've been ahead of the curve all along. One of the things that takes time in the middle of the loan process is underwriting. So we take it upon ourselves to underwrite a loan before you have a house selected. So that part of it is done, and we can
TBD.
Yes, to be determined.
Awesome. That's good news. So reach out to Jason. You'll also find him
That is
on
good
our Facebook page and on tcrealestatehour.com.
Are you anticipating the loan zone with this new TRID thing lasting on a? You're not going to see the 30-day close really anymore, are you? You're going to see more of a 45-day, correct? That's what I've been told. in
I
the
am
industry.
seeing that, or I would anticipate that in general across the board initially. But I think once things kind of settle,
People start learning.
I've been in there and I've looked at it, and it's
you think we
it's-
can come back to a 30-day close?
the whole thing from a consumer is more simple. But on the legislation was 1,300 pages long, and that's just rule.
Spygate.
So it's heavy on your guys' end as the lenders, but just like anything, it'll get efficient, it'll get streamlined, you'll account for it, you'll have resources for it, and then we'll theoretically be back, or if there's a longer time frame for closing in the beginning, it'll trim down.
Everybody's going to acclimate to the whole process.
Yep.
Out of the gates, you've got so many different parties, including title companies and closers. They haven't been accustomed to these new disclosures and who's responsible for each. So that's just confusion right there. That's
Yep.
going to
Well, the government wasn't even ready as they postponed it for a couple
Exactly.
months too.
So great information. Again, contact us anytime if you have questions. 651-400-0773. This is the Stockwell Roche Show. Now, have we heard these terms? Who's heard of these terms, guys, in studio here? Dual agency. Who's heard of that?
I have.
Yes.
I have.
Wow,
yeah.
that sounds so exciting, Josh. You must love it. I have. It's like a little kid who just said, "What did you say?" I did.
I did it.
So dual agency, folks, we're going to start talking about that, then get into pocket listings and exclusivity or exclusive contracts. These are some of the things that have sometimes a negative connotation or a negative perception in the marketplace about the real estate business industry and its agents. So from a standpoint of dual agency, that happens a lot
It does happen a lot, especially with the
than
bigger
people
brokers.
think.
Right.
Bigger brokers. Right.
Yeah.
So the consumers, you folks out there listening, you maybe think dual agency. If you hear that, that just means, well, Josh has a property for sale and Josh finds a buyer, or Jason has a property for sale and finds a buyer, and
No,
or
that's not
Robin.
the case.
Dual agency is actually
On the brokerage.
falls only on the brokerage. Yep.
So like let's take that for
that
example.
means
So like
brokerage
Here's an
of thousands
say
of
Remax,
agents.
so Remax results. Let's say we've got Jason has a listing, and then Robin, who also works for Remax results, they do a transaction together. Robin's listing the buyer, and Jason's representing the seller. Because they work for the same brokerage, that is considered dual agency. Now, let's flip that over. Now, let's say Jason's got the listing, and I with Remax Advantage Plus has the buyer. We both work for Remax, but we work for two different brokerages.
Yep.
So that would not be dual agency.
Right.
So here's another scenario. Your house is in Bloomington, and I'm selling it, and in Bloomington, and someone from Rochester with Remax results from Rochester, who you don't know, I don't know, has a buyer, and that buyer comes up and buys your home. We don't know them, but technically it's still dual agency. So
Same
what that
brokerage,
means to
right.
you is that your representation is actually limited. So that's a tough part on it, is that you can't do anything to the detriment of either party when you do that. So, or when you have dual agency. So
explain that a little bit. Explain that a little bit so our
An
listeners.
example, maybe.
we'll give examples when we get back after the segment. But so our education is starting now. And again, caveat, disclaimer, I'm not an attorney. Josh is not an attorney. Jason, are you? I don't
No,
know.
and my NMLS number is 17256.
That just reminded him.
Robin, I don't know. Are you?
I am not an attorney. I am more
I
creative.
did half a semester at law school.
Well, you're okay. There you go. If anybody has any problems or anything that we're saying that's wrong or incorrect, or you feel is incorrect, contact Josh.
No, don't do that.
He actually has a semester of law school.
I dropped out. Don't do that.
So you're listening to the Stockwell Roche Show. I'm Jason Stockwell.
Josh Roche, Remax Advantage Plus.
We'll be back more with education, dual agency, pocket listings, and exclusivity.
And party with